Oviedo Brothers Electrical. Building a new home or commercial business, call Sergio Oviedo, Master Electrician at 956-904-7177. Let him know the Rockstar sent you. Barrera's Plumbing. Looking for a dependable plumber with reasonable prices? Call Gabriel Barrera from Barrera's Plumbing at 956-534-3337. Let him know Chew and Ooh sent you. R&D services for cleaning and disinfecting at residential and commercial sites. They do pressure wash, sanitation, disinfecting, mold treatment, and COVID-19 disinfecting that is hospital grade and food safe. R&D services are EPA certified and use CDC approved chemicals. You can call Ruben Salinas at 956-212-6113. And you heard it here at the Chew and Ooh podcast.
Check. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Chew and Ooh podcast.
Hey yo, I'm coming for them duffel bags and gold teeth. This game been saturated, written for my nosebleeds. I like that propane and spit that dragon breath. I got that product for the low, all hell my connect. I've seen the nicest people plotting with the worst intent. I've seen my enemy.
And welcome back to the Chew and Ooh podcast. Once again, Ooh's alone again. As you can hear my other voice over here, I got Adrain from October Roar in the house.
What's up?
Yeah, man.
Thank you for having me, man. Appreciate it.
No problem, man. We're waiting on him a little bit. The Facebook Live was just a little bit of a delay.
Yeah.
But you know what?
It's my bad.
Good things come to those who wait.
I got a few stories to tell you.
Oh shit! Here we go.
I was gonna bring my my Los Jammers shirt, but
no, let's not go there. Let's not go there. No, that's for a different podcast, bro. Don't even start. No. First of all, before we get into the never talk about ever again, let's thank our promoters.
Too, man. I got a few of those.
Thank you to our promoters, our sponsors, Oviedo Brothers Electrical. Sergio, thank you once again for keeping the light on another week and another month, man. We appreciate you. Any electrical homework or commercial work for the master electrician, give them a call at 956-904-7177. Also, Barrera's Plumbing, another plumber out there helping you guys out. As many troubles you have, something busted in your home, need somebody, call ASAP. Call Gabriel Barrera Plumbing, call 956-534-3337. And also, let them know Chew and Ooh sent you. R&D services, Ruben Salinas, man, doing great things out there, spraying down houses, commercial areas for COVID-19. Give him a call. Tell him you heard it here. He'll give you 15% off, guys. 15%. Come on. 15%. Come on. Give him a call at 956-212-6113. And also shout out to Subway in Donna, Texas for hooking it up yesterday with the nice foot-long sandwich, man. Some Black Forest ham. Woo! Guys knocked it out of the park. Thank you very much.
Black Forest, huh?
Yeah, yes, I do. Yes, I do. And also, congratulations to my baby cousin, Bobby Velasquez. Hey, congratulations. Got married this past week.
Congratulations.
Good job, buddy. Yeah, and another big hello and congratulations for his 10th birthday, Moon Pro, my little boy, Marcus. 10 years old. That little boy's growing up fast, man. 10 years old, man.
Tell me about it. I got a daughter, man. She's growing up super fast.
No kidding, man. Well, back to the main attraction here, October Roar. I've been playing your thing all ever since I got here, man. I've been watching it on and off. I've been seeing stuff, buddy. Just letting it run. Where you're getting, I guess you're getting interviewed by the Q here, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So, but yeah, man. How you been? So, Adrian, tell us, man. What's going on? Start from the beginning, man. Where you're from, what you do, what your sign is. Oh, you know what?
Start the show off right.
Boom.
Damn.
Here goes CRAWFORD Bock, Carl Bock Brewing Company, based out of Houston, Texas. Thank you very much. We appreciate this, man.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, this is a nice koan. Yeah. Salud.
Much needed.
Oh my God! After the day you've had this morning, yeah. So talk to us, man. Talk to us from the very beginning. When did you start to walk and crawl?
So I came out of my mom's vagina. It was 10:32 a.m.
Let's not go that far back.
that far back.
Not that far back.
I was a wee lad in my dad's scrotum.
Oh shit.
Nah, man. As far as music,
music.
Me personally or the band?
You personally, what got you into going?
Shit. Okay, so growing up, I had two best friends in my neighborhood. Steven Castellanos, shout out to him. I haven't spoken to him in a while, but I still love you, bro. And my buddy who's passed on by now.
Okay.
Well, already, he got in a motorcycle accident. Justin Williams.
Okay.
We grew up in the same neighborhood, and we grew up with the same love of rock.
Mm-hmm.
Fell in love with Nirvana and Red Hot Chili Peppers, Alice in Chains, Mad Season, all that good stuff.
Right,
man.
right.
And so we decided, hey, you know what? We can do that.
Right.
It's like let's get some guitars and
make some noise.
Yeah, sell all my mom's shit out of the garage, get some money, and buy our own gear. So that's what we did, man. We literally had a garage sale, sold TVs.
I'm pretty sure a lot of time a pawn shop that was saying thank you for helping us build our business.
Dude, we sold everything cheap, bro. And with that money, we actually bought our first half stack, and my mom bought me a kit. She bought me guitar. So we all just made a band and called it Dilusive.
Okay.
And that the rest is history, man. I've been playing since I was like 12, 13.
Wow, man.
So yeah, man, just been playing music, just been at it, trying to live the dream. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know, the struggle, the dream. You gotta go through. You gotta live to that rough patch first before you can get to the very top. Just like AC/DC says, it goes a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll, man.
Oh yeah, it's a long ass fucking road. I want to get there already.
I've known Adrian for about good 6-7 years.
Yeah, man.
Around there, I met Adrian at a he used to jam out a lot there in the Tin Can with it. Well, it's known as the Tin Can. If anybody knows from the Don area what the Tin Can is, look it up. But I know Adrian from there. When I first met him, he was playing guitar, singing riffs. Man, great. This guy, I gotta get to know this guy a little better, man, because this is a guy I want to get behind and see where he's gonna go with his stuff, man.
Whoa, so, let's not get behind me.
Well,
yet.
not that far, not far behind, not that close behind, all right? Unless you let me. But anyway,
gotta take me out to eat.
Yeah, all right, I'll bring you roses.
Some Black Forest Subway.
I brought you beer, man.
That's a start. You give me enough of these, you can get behind me anytime.
Anyways, man, and I had seen you play for the first time there. It was pretty cool, dude. I knew you were with Mike Saldana, who's a bass player.
Good friend of mine, man.
Good friend of ours.
Phenomenal bass player.
Yes, left-handed bass player, by the way.
Phenomenal left-handed bass player.
Yeah, great guy, funny guy, man. Yeah. Guy's a trip. One of these days, I got to get him in here with that band he's playing with, also, man.
Let's not mention that band. No, I love all those guys, man. All those guys, we were together. Mike and Ramsey. They're in a band called 40 Caliber Kiss.
Kiss, yeah.
Yeah, they're my good friends of mine, and we were in Meth Mare Motorcade before that.
Right.
But yeah, man, it's good friends of mine.
Good friends, man. I know that, and great shows in that Tin Can, man. I used to go back there and check that out. And so on and so forth, and then years pass, and he was mentioning before we started the podcast. If you missed it, if you're on Facebook Live, you would have heard it about he wanted to come in with a different attire shirt. It was funny because we opened up for his band in Edinburgh. That was some funny stuff, man. Because the guy who was promoting us told us, "Hey, man, we want you to go open up for a band." And he goes, "Called October Roar." I go, "October Roar?" And my cousin Al goes, "Yeah, dude, October Roar, man. Adrian, talk to Adrian, Rickman screaming, Adrian. Remember? Oh, dang. Dude, Mythman. Oh, Adrian. Oh, okay. Yeah, man, I haven't seen his band. His band actually pretty good. Oh, let's check it out.
Thank you.
So we opened up for Adrian, and then when he went on stage, man, dude, talk about presence on the stage. If you want a show, go catch these guys, man. They give a present. They give a presence on the show floor, man. They will call you when you're seen. They will point you out and bring you on the floor to come enjoy the music. That's what I liked about that band. Man.
I love playing, intimate shows, man, because those are the best shows, man. Whenever we just played a show in Harlingen, man, it doesn't matter what size of crowd it is. If it's a big crowd, a small crowd, I'm gonna get you involved, man. If you're there, you're family, and we put that on our website because it's true, man. If you're there, you're fucking family. You're gonna be there. You're gonna be right in front of us. You're part of the band.
Right.
I want you to be part of the band.
Right.
You know what I mean? So yeah, man, we love playing live.
Yeah, man, and I mean that was actually the last time I saw you guys jam, and so on and so forth. We just went on ourselves and did some other stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, you were hitting the radio, you were hitting TV, you were hitting newspapers. man, this guy.
We're trying, man.
And you just keep going, man. You just keep going, and that's this guy. This guy's like the energizing buddy, man. He doesn't quit. He just keeps going, man.
I need to change my battery.
Or the time it takes a licking, but keeps on ticking, dude.
For sure. I licked something.
So talk about the albums that October Roar has released, man. I mean, how many albums do you have out right now?
All right, so I joined the band, I think, in about 2015 is when I joined the band as a singer. And pretty much as soon as I joined the band, we worked on our first EP. We recorded that in Austin, Texas. EP's Stranger. You can see it on Spotify, YouTube, and all that. Not the best quality. We paid a fuckload of money for that, and it came out like shit, to be honest with you. But I'm proud of the songs. I'm not too proud of the recording. So the second EP that we did, we took a different route. Obviously, we didn't go back to that studio. We went to another studio, and we've been sticking with him ever since. Sam from Don't Feed the Birds is his band, and Bird's Nest Studios is his studio. So he was based out of McAllen, Texas. We did the Tragedy EP with him. We loved the way it came out, so we decided, you know what, let's do a full-length album. And so we did the Broken album, which is the one with the heart.
Okay.
We did that full-length album, and like this was 2015, 2016, 2017. 2016, 17, 18.
It was a year lost right there. You just went in limbo for a while.
Yeah, and then 19 we didn't, was it 19? Shit, I got my dates wrong. It was, last year we were supposed to come out with, I'm right. And then 2020, we couldn't, obviously because of the whole COVID thing, we were supposed to come out with this new album that's out right now.
Right.
Born to Struggle.
Born to Struggle, yeah.
But it came out, we made it, but we made it late, you know what I mean? It came out in December, we're shooting for October, but yeah, man, we did that one as well with Bird's Nest Recording Studios over there. Actually, he moved from McAllen to San Antonio in the middle of it too, so it made it even harder. So the COVID thing,
and
then him moving and having to do it was a process. It was.
Speaking to a lot of artists, that have come into the podcast with us here, man. That has been the struggle with the COVID. I mean, as far as like going out, performing live. Recording wise, it's a little bit of a struggle because you have to go one at a time in order to go in and record.
Well, yeah, you figure, right? Actually, we had to record our own guitars. So we have our guitarist has his own little studio at home, and so we literally had to record all the guitars, all the bass. The scratch drums and everything in our little studio, and then we sent him all the raw files, and then he just added his effects or whatever,
cleaned them up,
distortion,
and gotcha,
cleaned everything up for us, and then I had to make the drive to San Antonio to go record my vocals.
All right.
So, what took these guys a couple months to record their guitars, they only gave me freaking one weekend, or actually 2 weekends, to record my vocals for freaking 10 songs. I was like, ugh.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so I was, and with our label was expecting the album to come out in October, and they were like, hey man,
October Roar,
October Roar. So they're like, hey man, you're late on the album. Like, when are you gonna come out with the album? I was like, man, we've been trying. We're trying as best we can. But this whole COVID thing just screwed everything up.
Right.
So thank God we have an awesome label, and they moved it up till December. It's like, December's your deadline, man. You can't go past Christmas, man. We want to release it for Christmas.
Right, exactly.
So yeah, we released it in December 2020.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. It's been cool so far.
And then as far as you can hear this on Spotify,
iTunes, Google Play. Most of the streaming. I don't think we're on Pandora. But we're on all the other ones, man.
That's good, man. That's good. And consider the fact, like I said, I've known Adrian for quite a few time already, and I am seeing the struggles. I went through the same struggles also, but seeing you go through it, man, I just stopped and said, you know what? Yeah, it's enough. You know, you gotta. I knew where. You know what? I'm just gonna draw a line, and I found this. This is more more comfortable for me.
This is awesome, man.
And I hope
Congratulations.
No, thank you, man. Stop it. Stop it.
No.
Stop it.
This is really cool, man. I love your studio.
And that's the thing. The thing is that it's for us to help out local artists, man. Give them a voice. Have them be heard. You know, and there's a lot of other podcasts out there.
More people
also
like you, man.
Hey, there's a lot. There's a lot, man. You just gotta look out there and look, man. There's a lot of people out there that actually do the same thing I do. Mm-hmm. The only thing is that we got the YouTube, we got the Facebook, and it's not saying that we're better or better improved. It's just that, you know, we knew what angles to hit first.
Yeah.
You know, so, but yeah, that's what we're all about, giving the artist here in the RGV a voice. Not only the artist, but in local businesses, people that are doing things. I really want to get into, like, schools also, man, help them out, you know, like, I know there's, I believe there's a school out there right now in some playoffs right now that I would love to interview one of the players in here. That'd
awesome,
be great,
man.
you know,
Yeah,
get them involved. You know, it's probably going to be till further down the line because we're already booked. We'll probably start it for next year.
Yeah, dude, you had to book me like months in advance.
Yes. And
it's like you hit me up in February, here we are in May.
Yeah, well, now, and that's thanks to our RPM and Rick Phoenix Monsoon, man. That guy, that's the guy. Hey, man, you want to get Adrain on there? Get him on there. Get him with October Roar. Get him on there. Rick. And he goes, yeah, I will, man. I know. And I go, I know Adrain, man. So I'll hit him up, see what's up. And sure enough, here he is.
Shout out to Rick, man.
Here he is. A little late. Now let's go. Let's go back to that. Now let's get into the nitty gritty. What's going on with the dog, man? What's going on with your pet?
So when was it? On Monday. You know, I woke up and I wake up, feed my dogs, and then I go to work, right? And so this morning I wake up, he's fine. I give him food, and then. And my wife had off that day, so she tells me, hey, something's wrong with his name's Ziggy, like Ziggy Marley. Woo-hoo. And so he's like, something's wrong with Ziggy, he's not walking right. And so she sent me a video, and I'm like, he looks like he's scooting. He's like, no, he's not scooting. She sent me another video, and he's literally dragging his feet. Goodness. He can't move his hind legs. And
right.
I'm like, wow, crap, well, you know, take him to the vet, see what's going on. And so all Monday, like, he was, like, all the vets from here to Harlingen were booked. Couldn't get him anywhere. The only place to take him is Pet 911 in McAllen.
Oh, okay.
And the only appointment was at 11:30 p.m. So I was like, I'm not going to be over there
all night.
All night.
I got
I might as well just wait for the morning. Right. So Tuesday, wake up early, and I take off from work, right? And I take him to the vet. And show up before they even open at 7 o'clock. They open at 7:30, and then they tell me, hey, well, we can't see him until 9:30.
Oh, shoot.
Okay. I'm like, all right, well, let me go home, get some breakfast, come back. And so, long story short, it's a predisposition for, I have a Chiweenie. He's like a half Chihuahua, half weenie dog. So,
okay.
And so, that's their breed, you know,
right.
They just have spinal problems and... because of the long body and
exactly.
My buddy's a little overweight. Just like me, just like Daddy.
And I mean, the life is good.
Life is good, yeah. He's got a good life, man. And so, took him to the vet. They gave him an injection, and so today was supposed to be, my appointment was at 1:20, and it was supposed to be like, show up, we'll call you, give him the injection, you should be out of there in 10 minutes.
Right.
No more than 10 minutes. Well, here we are, running freaking 15 minutes past our set time.
It is what it is, man.
And I was like, man, I was going back and forth, like, hey, I got an appointment. Like, when are you guys going to call me in? I'm just for an injection. And they're like, I'm sorry, sir, we're waiting for a room to open up. I'm like, oh, God, man, you have no idea, bro. I have the most important interview in my life, and I'm late.
Come on, man. We could have waited. If it was for a dog or for a pet, a family member. I consider pets family members.
Yeah,
man.
they're my buddy.
They go, you know, we have to wait. We have to wait. It's all good. Don't worry about it.
Thank you so much for waiting for me, man.
No problem,
I apologize to the audience out there.
They forgive you, man. They forgive you. Especially if it's for a pet, they forgive you, man.
It's my buddies, my little guy, my little Ziggy boy.
Another question, man. Big question, and this boggles me a lot, dude. About a lot of these singers that go out there. How do you do it, man?
Just born natural.
Not like that, bro.
Sorry, I thought that's where you were going. My bad.
Oh gosh. Wait till the people call me. I got a lot of hate mail in a couple of weeks. No, man. I mean, as far as like you're singing, I know. I hear the CD. I heard the CD. I heard the on Spotify. when you sing, man, that long screaming, yelling, how do you do it through a whole gig, man, not to lose your voice?
Yeah, I do sometimes. When I don't sing right, I'll lose it, but I'll be talking to you like, at the end of the gig. It's just practice, man. Like, honestly, it's just practice. And the key thing is having good monitors and being able to listen to yourself, because you don't have to sing out loud, you know, in order to hear yourself. If you can hear yourself, it's a little bit easier. But, you know, unfortunately, there's some gigs that we play that there's no monitors, and not being chiflao. I'm not being chiflao. I don't need monitors.
Diva.
It helps with the vocals, especially when you're
Diva. Give him a Snickers.
But yeah, man, like, it's just practice, man. Like, I was in a band in high school, and I was the bassist, believe it or not. I think I played every fucking instrument.
I think you have, dude. I've seen you play drums, guitar, bass.
Guitar, singer, bass, yeah.
All you need is the accordion, bro, and you get yourself a the
I know, right? Holy shit. I've always wanted to learn accordion, man. I've always wanted to learn.
Don't go turning Weird Al Yankovic on me, bro.
Shit, man.
Because I know you with your lyrics, bro.
I wouldn't mind playing Tejano or being in a Tejano band, because they make a lot of money here in the Valley, bro. Tejano and country, shit. For a gig that we play, you know, for $300, these guys are doing $3,000 for the same gig, man.
I hear you.
But anyways, man, so
the vocal.
Oh, the vocal. So this guy, I was the bassist of the band, and the band, I'm gonna mention it because they were cool guys with me. Animosity.
Okay.
Back in high school, man, and the singer, his name's Joe. He would practice his screams, and he's like, dude, this is what you got to do. So I've already kind of like started learning how to scream since I was in high school, and then I just kind of practiced every once in a while in my house, in the shower, wherever I could. And when I joined Meth Mare Motorcade, I was the backup vocals, and my role was to do all the screams, because I was the only one that could do the screams. So that's what I did, man. And oh my God, I screwed up my vocals so bad in that band, because I didn't know how to scream, right?
Yeah, the vocal cords, your vocal box.
Yeah, it was just like, I literally screamed from here, and like after every show I'd be like, nah, I didn't realize I wasn't doing it right until later. It was like, oh, you're not supposed to sing from here. You're supposed to actually talk after a gig. So yeah, but I don't know, man. It's just practice.
Lots of practice. Yeah, and I know you had side projects at one point also, right? You had a couple of cover bands that you were trying to get going.
I did a cover. I was in a couple cover bands, and I've filled in for a couple cover bands. It's fun, man. I love playing covers. It helps with the getting out there, networking, and playing covers is fun.
Yeah, I hear you. A lot of people tell me, and
it pays.
Yes, it pays. Exactly. That's exactly what I was going to say. And it actually pays also, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool, man. Anything that's coming up in a couple of weeks or months from now? Anything with this whole? I'm hopeful now. We're finally peeking out of the bushes now. This whole COVID thing. You know, everybody getting vaccinated and everything. So, anything in the future for us to look forward to that maybe coming up soon?
We got a few gigs coming up. In Austin, San Antonio, we're shooting for Dallas, también. We got a brand new album that we're working on a few songs for the brand new album. Hopefully, we're gonna shoot for October again this year.
Okay.
If not, December, the latest. So we've just been writing for that, and just getting back into the momentum. You know what I mean? Playing those live shows. We missed playing live, and I didn't realize how much we missed playing live until these last couple gigs, man, that we've been playing. Like, it's been so much fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, just look out for those live shows and that new album coming out at the end of the year, hopefully. So
yeah. Shoot out all your social media, man, so they can hear.
Go check us. We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram. We're on. I think we have a Snapchat. I don't think we rarely use that. We're trying to do some TikToking.
TikTok.
I have one, but I can't film myself while I'm singing. I don't want to look like a douche on stage, like TikToking. So
you should, dude. That gives it more a role. So, excuse me, I'm going to TikTok right now.
I'm TikToking. So if anybody out there wants to TikTok for us, you're more than welcome to hit us up.
There you go, man. There you go. Somebody, like a little small associate there that can help you guys during your gigs.
We need somebody to document all our stuff.
Not literally everything. Not literally everything, man.
Well, maybe.
Now, we were talking beforehand, also some stories. You had some wild story. Okay, let's start from you. What is one of the best gigs you've ever been at that you're like, shit, something's got to top this one sooner or later?
Shit, man. In October or me personally?
Well, it doesn't matter personally.
In October, man, we've had a lot of really awesome, like, smaller gigs. Like, especially in San Antonio and Houston, man, we love those cities, man. Every time we play there, they show us love. So, man, I can't mention just one in October Roar, but I can mention one for my old band, Meth Bear Motorcades, when we opened up for Vanilla Ice. Bro.
For those of you who are too young enough to know what Vanilla Ice is...
It's that ice cream at Baskin Robbins.
It's a Baskin Robbins ice cream, no? Oh, my gosh.
Man, if you don't know who Vanilla Ice is, oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Oh, my goodness.
So we opened up for Vanilla Ice at the Island on spring break, so you can already imagine.
The madness already,
You can already imagine. Just opening up for Vanilla Ice alone is just fucking awesome. But then add spring break and then at the Island.
There you go.
My God, let's just say there was bottles of Cristal and anything you could want.
Basically.
Yeah, at the after party. Anything you could want at the after party.
We'll leave it at that, people.
Yeah.
We'll leave it at that. We don't want to go further than that.
That stays with me.
Literally.
I'll leave it up to your imagination. It was fun, man. That was one of the highlights. I think that same year I opened up for Alien Ant Farm.
Really?
And the drummer actually played with my drums at the time.
Oh, there you go.
So, man, that was awesome. That was a really cool
They were touched by...
It was their last gig together as a band.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was at
really?
that gig. I think maybe they had one more, but that was their last show. I talked to the bassist because the bassist had already quit, and the bassist was awesome, man. He played with, I don't know if you remember, he played with that, like, 7-8 string bass, like piano on his hand. Like,
I had to check that out. Go back and check that out.
Yeah, so he was an awesome bassist, and I talked to him afterwards, and he's like, "Yeah, man, it's just label stuff. You know, people just label stuff, and they couldn't get along anymore." So I was like, "Yeah, this is my last." That was his last gig for sure.
Right.
And I think the rest of the band had a
falling out or something.
Yeah, one or two more gigs after that. So.
All right, cool. Now let's go. Let's go down to the low nitty gritty. One of the worst gigs that you can say that you just tend to throw it under the rug and not even think about it ever again.
Oh, shit, man. Probably already forgot about it.
Well, you gotta go into the attic and look for that bad boy.
We've had a few, and unfortunately, man, like it's just unorganized gigs that promoters put together just for the money, and
right.
They get money from the bands, and then you show up, and then there's nothing there. Yeah, we've had those. Yeah, unfortunately, like we played one in San Antonio, and it was a pretty cool little gig, and there was people there, but the other bands from San Antonio is what made it the bands that were right before us,
right.
or right after us, they made it shitty. It's kind of. But we made it up. So what had happened was what
what it is.
No, our guitarist he had a tube amp, and one of the tubes gave out, so his amp wouldn't turn on, and he had it was an expensive, I don't know what it 5150 maybe, I don't know, I can't think of any of them.
Okay.
It was an expensive head.
Okay.
Awesome head. Mesa Boogie or one of those, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
$2,000 heads.
Mm-hmm.
And so we asked the band that had just finished playing if, hey, man, like, can we borrow your guitar head? He had a fucking $150 little PV head, and he was like, no, man, I don't know, because if you mess it up. I was like, oh, come on, dude. So we asked the band after that was gonna go after us, and nah, man, our gear's like all the way in the back of the trailer, and I don't know, I don't want to dig in there and get it. I was like, oh my god. And it's like, well, guess we just drove all the way to San Antonio for nothing. But
Shit.
luckily, there were some cool guys there, some really cool guys, and they were like, hey man, we're throwing a after party. If you guys want to play, there's a couple bands that are playing. There's a house party. It's like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, there's going to be beers. He's like, yeah. He's like, then we're there.
Then we're there,
So,
dude.
yeah, that ended up being fucking cool. It was a cool little gig, man. It's a lot of kids, you know what I mean? Not like huerquillos, but they were like 20-year-olds.
20-year-old kids, yeah.
23. You know, the younger crowd, and they really get into it, man. They really love music, so they were all into it, like moshing, and it's like, oh yes, this is our crowd. So yeah,
Get that guy.
I think that was probably one of the worst gigs. It felt shitty, you know, driving all the way over there for nothing. You know, but it ended up good.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Any other stories you want to share with us, man?
There was this one time in the back of a van. Nah.
Well, let's just say shadows say a lot of things.
We played a lot of shadow puppets.
A lot of shadow puppets, and not with their hands. Now let's go to this right here. This is Born to Struggle.
Yeah.
You seen this? I saw the intro of this of the Corvette and everything.
Yeah.
And look at you, you're coming out of the Corvette and everything.
Yeah.
I freak out. You're wearing a cap here, right?
A hat.
A hat, right?
I start off with the cap.
Right.
I put the cap down
and you just put
the
that
hat
on
on
and let's go.
I'm a nose.
Yeah, no, let me put this up for you guys so you can hear a little bit of this. Let me see.
So shout out to my buddy Rick. That's his Corvette right there, his little Stingray Corvette.
And you're walking in with a box. What's in the? Let me think of 7. What's in the box?
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
We're so
I was born dead! I was born to suffer! Never giving shit!
the chauffeur scene.
There you go. That was pretty loud there, Ray. That's what I'm talking about. That yell, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So right here in the beginning, is that? Are you? Is he mistaking you as a parking attendant right there, or what?
Yeah. I'm pretending to be a parking guy, and I basically steal his car for the day. And in that car, he has his box, and that box, we're gonna release what's in the box and throughout our videos. So,
Oh, okay, all right.
so every video is gonna have we're gonna try to sneak that in, and
All right. Yeah,
eventually
man.
it'll come
I like the effects on it, man. As far as the guy who cut the video and everything.
yeah, shout out to Eagle Vision for this video, man. He edited and filmed this. Our good buddy Adrain, he did this for us, man. He did a good job, man. I liked it.
Real good, man. And I mean, because I've seen a lot of other videos, man. I've seen a couple of rock videos on there. I got some other people coming in May. I've seen a little bit of their stuff, but yours, I mean, I'm looking at it. I mean, because it's like I know who you are. I'm already knowing. We go a while back, and to see you in an actual what the heck? Oh look, I got a scam like call. No, not gonna do that. Not right now.
Oh, I forgot. The koozie.
Oh, you got a koozie.
Yeah, for true alcoholics.
Oh, well, there you go, man. I don't do koozies. Let's just go.
Yeah, I was like, man, my beer's warm. I'm taking too long.
There you go. But like I said, I've known you for a while, and seeing you on a music video like this is like, wow, man. I go, to me, honestly, when you do a music video like this, you go, this guy's there. He's there already. He's just waiting for the knock on the door to say, hey, here's your prize. Let's go.
Que Dios te oiga, mijo. Que Dios te oiga.
Que Dios te oiga, Madre Santa, que Dios te oiga.
Ay, por favor. Ay, Santa María.
And consider your parents, man. How did they take it when you started doing this whole rock and roll scene, the whole gig and all that?
Man, my parents were the most supportive parents ever, man. I would make noise till 2 a.m. During high school, man, we called it the shed. So my dad and I, and a good friend of mine, we built a shed in the back, and my stepdad, right, thinking that it was going to be his woodworking shed, because I had already taken over the garage, right?
Oh, gosh.
So we built the shed. He put all his gear in there, and then slowly but surely I started moving my gear in there. And moving his gear out.
Boy, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah, so we ended up taking over the cuartito.
There you go.
Called it El Cuartito.
El Cuartito.
Or the shed. And literally almost every other day, man, everybody knew where to be at 10 o'clock, man. We'd show up at the shed, and we were constantly practicing, man. If we weren't practicing, we were playing. And this was with my band Methmare, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we fucking just every day we'd practice, and beer. We had fridge, and we had the whole PA set up and everything. It was pretty cool. But yeah, man.
All right.
I forgot what we were talking about.
I forgot what we're talking about. Oh yeah, beer. 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 We're talking about beer. No. Well, I mean, as far as any other venues so basically all your venues that you play up are up in north South Texas, whether it be San Antonio, Central Texas, San Antonio, Austin, Houston, Dallas. You got anything down here recently?
We do have. I think we're setting up something here very soon. I mean, I love the Valley. Don't get me wrong. I'm from the Valley, but I think we get more love out of the Valley than we do here, man. With the exception of Harlingen. Harlingen, we get a lot of love over there. Our home is the Hop Shop, and shout out to Blaine, the Hop Shop. We're always over there, and that's our favorite place to play here. But man, it seems like every time we play here, it's like, I guess maybe the Valley's saturated with bands, and it's just... And
that's what I was talking to you about with Matt M. last week when he was here. And the Valley, consider the fact they already have... It's only two ways of going to being a performer here in the Valley. Either you're at the Hano or country. Yeah. And that's it. If you tell someone, oh, well, what do you play? Well, we play alternative rock, or we play indie rock. Anything rock, they're thinking... You're screaming, you're yelling, you're grunting, oh my God, throwing it... It's not necessarily like that. You know? It's not necessarily like that. And it's like what Matt M was saying. It's like, yeah, man, they think, well, he does hip hop. Oh, you talk about shootings, murders. It's not about that, man. You know, it all varies, you know. Yeah. But I'm thinking, like I said, I'm hoping the Valley opens up a lot of the bars down here, listen to the podcast, and hear this, like, these guys are great bands. They have potential. And they bring a crowd. Yeah,
there's a lot of talent here in the Valley, man. And I see it every time we play with these bands. I mean, we play with a lot of the bands that are from here. We play with them in San Antonio and Austin, and man, it's just like, God, how are these guys not famous yet? Like they're freaking phenomenal musicians, phenomenal writers, and it's just like, man, the Valley needs to kind of like start supporting these people.
At least a little bit of nourishment, saying, "Hey, man."
And there's some. There's a Mingo Benavides and the Benavides family. I'm pretty sure you've heard of them. Shout out to them. They're always supporting local artists down here, man. And his family, his wife, and his daughter. They try to go to like almost every gig, man. So shout out to them. But we need more people like them. You know what I mean? Show up to shows, show up to gigs, and I see a lot of people at cover shows, cover gigs,
and that's another thing.
A lot of people.
Yeah, and that's another thing, because there's a lot of people that go and say, "Oh, there's a band playing." They go, not one cover, they turn their backs and they walk out.
Yeah.
And I've always told this to bands that I play with. The band I used to play with the Jammers, when we would play with. Yeah, we're gonna do cover music. Okay, that's fine. We eventually do original music. Yeah. We got to throw them once in a while within the covers, so they can hear our original stuff. But it's hard to get people to say, "Oh, wow, that's new. I like that." A little bit more. I hate to say it, a little bit more open-minded. To get that more support that we need. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, and that's not. I'm not dogging any of the cover bands out there.
No, exactly. I hear you.
Should I play covers?
So do I.
But yeah, it's just the Valley. That's what they like. That's what they like to hear, and I mean, more power to them. It's just they gotta open their ears a little bit, and maybe support some of these phenomenal musicians that are out there playing original music.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, I mean, they're out there, man. They're out there, and I've played these big cities like Dallas and stuff like that, where I look at some of these bands and I compare them to our bands right here in the Valley, and sometimes I think like, man, how the hell is it so packed for this band when there's another band in the Valley that can blow these guys out of the water? Right. And it's just like, man, it's sad to see. Right. But I'm pretty sure that's why a lot of the bands from here, they they like to play out of town because we get a lot of support out there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah. So and the cool thing is that just recently, last week, I got hit up by a gentleman up in Chicago, Illinois, who wants to put one of his artists on the podcast. We're gonna do a video podcast,
cool.
so this is gonna be in September 1st. I freaked out, like, wow, all the way from Chicago. I'm like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool. And I'm hoping for that to be happening here. I'm hoping people in Chicago that are watching this, or in New York, where Keith Velasquez is at with First Night Experience,
Nice.
the first night. I mean, another good friend of ours. Hear these local bands that we have and say, look them up on Facebook,
Yeah.
give them a call and say, hey man, we saw you, we heard you on the podcast, or we went to your Facebook page, or went to your Spotify to listen to your music. We love it. We want you to come up here. You know, I mean, if the price is right. I mean, don't get me wrong, the price is right. Because you consider the fact, when you live in South Texas, guys, it's not only a trip, it's a journey.
Yeah.
It's a journey, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, consider the fact for myself, driving from here to South Dakota, it took me 24 hours to drive straight. I mean, imagine if here to New York.
Yeah, half of it is here in Texas. Getting out of Texas, takes
huge.
forever to get out.
Beautiful state, no, the most lit up state you can go. Anywhere you go, you get out of the state of Texas, everything's dark.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. I mean, I'm hoping. I mean, you get hurt out there, man. I mean, someone says, "Hey, you know what? We got to listen to these guys, man. Bring them up here for a concert up here, man." Or you know, the sky's the limit.
Yeah,
the sky's the limit, man.
We're starting to pick up momentum over there in the UK and Japan and stuff like that.
There you go, man. Yeah.
Shout out to Kingside Records. So they've been spreading our music out there, and we recently did a podcast the other day with another podcast out of the UK, out of actually British Columbia. I'm sorry.
Oh wow!
Out of Canada.
Wow!
And so. They really dug our music over there, and they're like, "We need to get you out here." He's like, "I want to go out there." So man, we're getting out there. It's just a matter of when, you know what I mean. So,
ladies and gentlemen, you heard it first here on Chew New Podcast, man. On Facebook, man. Adrian saying.
Yeah.
They love the valley, man. We just gotta
open the
doors up.
The valley, bro.
Open those doors up. Get out there, man. That's what it's all about, and that's what this podcast is about. Helping these guys out, man.
I just invite everybody out there. It doesn't have to be our band or anything, but go support local music, man. These guys, trust me. Being a musician, everybody thinks, oh, it's so glorifying, and you know, all you're doing is drinking and blah blah blah. But there's a lot of we do that on stage, but behind the scenes, man, there's a lot of practice, a lot of coordination, a lot of money.
Practice drinking, by the way.
A lot of money spent. Trust, man. I've spent so much money being in bands. It's just dumb.
No way. I look at it as an investment, man.
It is an investment, and we're investing in ourselves, and that's, you know, bottom line. That's what it is, and that's why I've been doing it for so long. It's just that. I'm not doing it just for the money, obviously, because shit, I would have quit a long time ago.
I hear you.
I do it for the love of the music, man. I love music, and I think I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for music, honestly. Like I was going down the really bad path when I was a kid, and could have gone that same path, but I lost a lot of friends. But I stuck with music, and that saved me. That I'm still here because of that. So I thank music.
You got to go check out these guys in concert, man. Any gig they play down here, or if you're up in the San Antonio area, Austin, Dallas, Houston area, you guys, these guys. Yeah. These guys put on a show, man. This guy's a character on stage. I could not stop laughing and loving the music they play, man. It's fun to go to. I mean, it's not only listening to music, it's a fucking party.
Yeah,
it's a party, man, and it's awesome. He gets everybody involved, and that's the great thing about it, man. That's what I like about October Roar and Adrian as the front man.
Yeah,
as the front man.
He used to be the back man. Got promoted.
Yeah, man. And we the last time I jammed with Adrian was 3 years ago. I think when we're doing that going away party for Mr. Juan Cano, the drum horn. The drum horn. Yeah, trust me. Long story with that guy, man. But
oh man, yeah, that was a
fun night. I think we finished at 3 or 4 in the morning.
That was a one night only.
Yes,
I remember the name of the band. One
night only.
It was
yeah, man, it was funny. All these bands, a couple of bands showed up. They played it, and then we played the last at the very end. It was like about 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. And Adrian says, "Fuck it, you know what? I want to jam with you guys too." He jumped, he got a guitar, he started jamming with us.
Yeah, dude.
Oh man, that was fun as shit, man.
So fun.
Oh
man.
my god, dude, really drunk at the same time.
Well, yeah, by that time, if you're waiting for so long to play, right,
Yeah.
like 2 in the morning,
Yeah.
it's like you got nothing else to do but wait and drink.
Yeah, wait and drink.
And
And it was
it's your turn, you
It
have
was
fun.
it was fun, man. It was fun,
Yeah.
and it was so sad to see him go. And he went up. He moved up to Indianapolis. He lives
Yeah.
up there in Indiana now, and guy is a phenomenal drummer.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Fun guy to drink with, man. Adrian's another fun guy to drink with, man. These are guys. These are drinking buddies of mine right here, man. That I haven't drank with in
Speaking
a
of drinks, do you
while.
have any more?
Oh, I got some more in the fridge, but that's a little after the podcast. We're about to wrap it up already.
Oh, nice.
Have to wrap it up. Anything else you want to toss out to the fans and let them know anything?
Man, we love you. Come see our next show. Go to our Facebook, our Instagram, or whatever. We're always posting what shows we're playing next. I'm really bad at the whole promoting thing, man. I suck. But check out our Facebook. We always post our stuff on there. We have CDs for sale. You can check us out on Spotify, Google Play, iTunes, and all that stuff. But I know CDs are going obsolete. But if you the one thing that we do offer, if you do pick up a CD, we only carry them with us at our shows, and it has a hidden track that you can't get on Spotify or Google Play. You can only get it on the album, and it's only on the album. And if you haven't picked up our previous one, there's another secret track on there too. Totally off the wall, kind of
Really?
nothing that has to do with our music. It's just totally.
They play Tejano.
We do,
They
maybe.
play Tejano.
You've heard it?
No, I have not.
Oh, okay.
They hit it on the money, guys. They play I gotta hear it now, man.
So, but there's that, and then or you can pick it up on KingsideRecords.com. We have a lot of merch on there too.
Awesome.
That they're releasing. They have some pretty cool shirts.
I'm gonna go on there and get one myself,
some
man.
vinyls and stuff like that. I bought myself a vinyl from
Hey,
Right.
those are awesome, man. Especially even if you're never gonna play it, you can frame it.
Yeah, they got So we got merch on KingsideRecords.com. We got merch at OctoberRoar.com. Merch helps. That money helps us on the road and to help us, make the new album and stuff like that. So
There you go, man.
go hit us up anytime. Say hi. Don't be shy.
Well, just like always, every guest that comes in, they get a T-shirt, keychain, and a sticker right there. And you see on that nice little chair with
Hell
them.
yeah.
That's just for you there to take that home and enjoy, or wear it out on stage. Wink, wink. But
For sure. Well, I didn't bring you a shirt, but I brought you an album.
I
man.
know, I got an album, man. I'm gonna listen to it on the way home, and I'll let you know what I heard on there, guys.
If you still
know.
have a CD player,
I do. That's in my truck. I still got my. I got my. What's it called? That old. I forgot the name of my Iowa CD player, man. My CD Walkman.
Oh,
it's on there.
nice.
Nah, I'm just joking. But this guy's ancient, man. But no. Anyways, guys, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to the podcast.
Thank you.
This is Ooh, and here's Adrian from October Roar. Next week, guys, Courtside J coming from the podcast from McAllen, Texas.
All right.
That should be an interesting one. We'll get him on here and grill him. I'm not sure if he's. We'll get him. We'll also get him one of these Crawford Bock beers, man. Thank you again to Carbach Brewing Company up in Houston. Hey, man, this not only goes to it, supports the Astros also, guys. So hey,
sir.
there you go. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. This is Ooh. This is Adrian from October Roar, and we appreciate you guys for listening. And don't forget, on Saturdays at 4 p.m., distortiontext.com.
Woo.
You can hear the Tune Ooh podcast. Laters, Gators.
See ya.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Chew and Ew podcast.
Hey yo, I'm coming for them duffel bags and gold teeth. This game been saturated, written for my nosebleeds. I like that propane and spit that dragon breath. I got that product for the low, all hell my connect. I've seen the nicest people plotting with the worst intent. I've seen my enemy.